Report. Amazon is out. Mackenzie Sigalos has the numbers for us. Hi, Mac.
Hey there, Morgan. Amazon shares moving lower about 0.75% despite a beat on both the top and bottom line. You've got EPS coming in at $1.68 versus $1.33. Revenue also beat at $167.7 billion versus $162.09 billion. Cloud, AWS, this was a big number that analysts were looking for, and that came in at a growth rate in Q2 of 17.5%, just beating that 17.2% estimate there. We've also got a number on revenue for AWS at $30.87 billion, just beating the street at $30.8 billion. And really, that is the big number that we look at. We see it how AWS is stacking up against rivals Azure and Google Cloud. Azure really posting a blockbuster quarter for Q2. So we're going to keep unpacking these numbers for you, Morgan, and I'll be back to you soon with guidance because those shares little changed, and usually it's that quarterly guidance that tends to weigh down sentiment when we see a beat on the top and bottom lines.
Okay. Yeah, shares are bouncing around right now. Mackenzie, thank you. Let's get reaction to those results. Barbara Duran of BD8 Capital Partners joins us now. Barb, it's great to have you on. Let's start right there because so far it would seem with some of these metrics we've heard and we've gone through from this report, it is a beat for Amazon. Your takeaway?
Yeah, I think it was important. All eyes are really on the AWS, particularly because Alphabet had reported Microsoft, and they reported both respectively 32 and 34% growth. And of course, this is an area where the last few quarters Amazon has missed. And so it sounds like, from the initial read, that revenues were a little bit better than expected. So it's probably up 17 to 18%, which would be good, because it would mean that hopefully they're holding share. Because right now they are the leaders. They've got 29% share there versus Azure 22%, and of course Google bringing up at 12%. And the reason the AWS is so important, is because it's 60+% of their operating income. So all eyes are on that. The other thing we really want to see is really what's happening with their advertising, and how the AI is working. We certainly saw with Meta how their AI ad targeting is working so well for their increasing their engagement, increasing sell-through to advertisers. And so we want to hear about that. And of course, we want to see e-commerce, what they're seeing with consumers and the impact of tariffs, given that so much comes from China.